Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Lilly Broadcasting stands with the people of Iran.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Michigan lawmakers are debating new bills that could change where immigration enforcement is allowed. Plus, local leaders share new plans, including a new venture fund for the Michigan Tech students as they give an update on the UP economy. And we'll go in depth into the security measures being put into place for this year's UP 200. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, good evening. First of all, how is tonight and how is our weekend shaping up?
Yeah, good evening, Kevin. We are gradually going to keep seeing those temperatures get better, at least through the weekend. For tonight, there's a little bit of some snow going on. I want to show you the One Marquette Place camera. People are trying to clear off some of that snow to really enjoy some ice skating and maybe some little ice hockey going on. But there are some snow showers throughout the Marquette and Munising area for the rest of, at least for the next few hours. Wind chill values remain sub-zero for most of us, but we will slowly climb our way back up at least to that 0 mark or above. I'll break down your full weekend details and a look at Groundhog Day in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Kelly. Thank you very much. New today out of Delta County, a truck versus train collision has left one Gladstone woman dead and another critically injured. State police responded to the crash, which occurred at M35 and 26th Lane in Brampton Township yesterday afternoon. This morning, police reported that the 76-year-old driver of the truck died at OSF St. Francis Hospital due to injuries she sustained in the crash. The 82-year-old passenger was flown to a hospital in Green Bay, where she remains in critical condition. WZMQ 19 will provide further details on the crash as they become available. Michigan senators heard testimony this week on a package of bills aimed at limiting immigration enforcement in sensitive locations like schools, hospitals, and courthouses. Supporters say the legislation would help immigrants, Native communities, and survivors of domestic violence feel safe accessing essential services. Leaders with the Sioux tribe made the trip to Lansing to testify.
We are seeing tactics by federal agents that are stoking fear, mistrust, and aggravating already heightened nerves. Methods that increase fear do not result in de-escalated outcomes. Instead, they only lead to more generational trauma, which further divides us.
Opponents warn the bills could interfere with ICE operations and may conflict with federal law, including the Supremacy Clause. Lawmakers did not take a vote during the hearing. The Lake Superior Community Partnership held its first breakfast and business meeting of the year this morning, focusing on the UP's economic outlooks for 2026. The LSCP brought a panel of local economic partners to discuss their projections, including an upcoming for-profit venture fund that will invest into innovative projects from Michigan Tech students and an economic development foundation beginning in May out of Marquette. InvestUP CEO Marty Fatante says the optimism from these projects is a good look for the year.
We've got some strengths and assets here that I think, particularly compared to other rural regions, we're really blessed to have. And so we go into 2026 saying, how do we capitalize on that and why we're so optimistic. So,
the LSCP will host its next Breakfast in Business on Friday, March 27th. The UP 200 is only 2 weeks away, and the volunteers who make this race possible are making final preparations for the big night. As one of the most popular events in the UP, crowd control and safety are top concerns. Assisting with that are criminal justice students from NMU. The volunteers will be clearly visible in downtown wearing yellow vests. Safety officials are reminding everyone to be aware of their surroundings and practice common sense safety measures.
Dress warm for sure. Hats, gloves, and then when you get there, just mind the barriers, stay behind the barriers because those teams are going by pretty fast, and you know, we want to keep everybody safe. So that's really the. There's certain crossing points. Just be aware where those are at.
Be sure to tune in to WZMQ 19 News for full coverage of this year's UP 200. This afternoon, about 300 snowmobilers hit the trails for a special cold weather tradition. The annual Rapid River Relic Ride took snowmobilers to the Gladstone Ski Hill, then back to Rapid River for a bonfire. The group includes relic riders of all ages, as well as new, vintage, and antique snowmobiles. Last year's ride was canceled due to a lack of snow, but riders say today's conditions are perfect for the event's 20th anniversary. The fun continues tomorrow with a snowmobile show and swap on Main Street featuring food, raffles, and sled rides for kids.
You don't get many opportunities to have this much fun. We get all kinds of people that come out here, and we're all doing it for the same reason, you know. We all love snowmobiles and we all like to be outside, so it's just a good time.
Before taking off, snowmobilers donated cash and canned goods, which will be distributed to local church pantries. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we're talking with OSF Healthcare about flu season for this week's Medical Minute. We'll be right back.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
We look closely at all the data. We pore over test results. But what we see is you. We see what makes your smile widen and your eyes brighten. Even as we study breakthrough research and implement the most advanced technologies, what we see is how we can use it to serve you and your well-being. Healthcare is a lot of things, but the best care is human. Aspirus Health. What we see is you.
Live CBS Sunday.
What's up, Grammy?
Music's biggest night brings together the biggest names.
History will be made.
With live performances by Sabrina Carpenter, Pharrell Williams, Clips, every Best New Artist nominee, and more.
Now you see what all the hype is about.
Trevor Noah hosts the Grammy Awards live.
Woo. And the Grammy goes to
CBS Sunday and streaming on Paramount+.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk's and Marquette, we have 2 stores to shop. Our clearance center is more than a clearance center. It's a complete new store with everyday low prices on Ashley furniture. More living room groups, more reclining sofas, reclining love seats, and recliners. There's a large selection of bedroom and dining room furniture and low prices on mattresses every day. This Ashley Zero wall recliner is just $2.99 at Shunk's. This Ashley 6-piece dining room set's only $9.89 at Shunk's. And take 12 months to pay with no interest. Shop Shunk's and Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We've made it to the weekend. I keep talking about those improvements in the temperatures, and I promise you we will start to feel it, especially once we get really into Saturday night and into Sunday. So what's ahead for the weekend, specifically for the temperatures? We rebound to some more seasonal and slightly mild conditions at times, which is going to be a really nice change. We know it's just been bitter cold, but again, a lot of the pros to that is you can get out and enjoy all those fun winter festivities like sledding, skiing, skating, all that fun stuff. As for the snow, we are settling into a dry pattern. We haven't seen too much snow. There's been little flurries here and there. We might see a few flurries for Sunday evening, but outside of that, not looking at a lot of snow to cancel your outdoor plans or traveling outlook. And for the winds, I'm talking about this specifically because we start to see that shift from the northerly flow to the southerly flow. So that's going to be a reason why we're recovering those temperatures, and the wind chills will not be as harsh. But it is still cold though. We've been slowly climbing up from 6 to 8 to 9 and now 11 today for the high temperature. The average 21, so yes, I know that's below average, and we're going to get snow here and there. We had just shy of 3 inches for today and a few lingering snow showers throughout tonight. And as for those temperatures, we are going to be trending near normal, maybe slightly colder, but that's the 6 to 10 day outlook. We now are in that immediate 7-day outlook time where we're going to be seeing the temperatures go back up to around 19 or 20, but the winds right now are from the north and it is breezy, so that is making our feels like temperatures below 0 for the most part. 5 below for Marquette, 8 below for Ironwood, and we're sitting at 2 above for Escanaba, 5 below for Iron Mountain. So a little bit of improvements, especially for the central portions, but you might have some snow coming your way over the next few hours if we zoom it on in. A lot of that snow is hanging around the eastern portions of Marquette County and into Munising. That should taper off around 8, 9 o'clock. Hopefully nothing for the overnight. We get some sunshine hopefully throughout the day on Saturday. Again, it'll help slightly to warm things up, but January sunshine is very different from July sunshine. It's just that lower angle during the winter not going to warm us up as much. And then you see some of that snow wanting to come in for Sunday evening, and we'll likely see some of that too. But if you want to try to get outside and see the full moon on Sunday, that peak illumination time for us here is going to be at 5:09. And also mark your calendars. We have a total lunar eclipse coming our way Tuesday, March 3rd. That maximum time for the eclipse is going to be at 6:33 in the morning. So Tuesday, March 3rd. And if you missed that one, the next total lunar eclipse is December of 2028. So when you're headed outside tomorrow for your plans, we finally have those feels like temperature or the wind chill values above 0. So yes, still cold, but in perspective to what we've been feeling over the last few weeks, it's a lot more comfortable. We'll maybe get close to 30 degrees for Sunday. We'll see what Punxsutawney Phil has to say for Groundhog Day. A slight cool down for Tuesday, back up to mid-20s for the rest of the week.
Kelly, thank you again. In our continuing partnership with OSF Healthcare, we're talking with another doctor, this time going over what to watch out for this flu season. Here is this week's Medical Minute. Dr. Olson, thank you for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, let's talk about the flu. What are the most common flu symptoms and how long can they last?
Well, the flu symptoms aren't that much different than the common cold, but they tend to be more intense and last longer, and they come on suddenly. Instead of a few days, they can come up in hours. Typically headache, body aches, sore throat, sinus congestion, runny nose, cough. Sometimes we'll see diarrhea and vomiting, but that's usually in children.
So what can someone do at home to help treat or alleviate their symptoms?
Well, there's no killing the flu. There's no antibiotics don't work. There's no stopping it, but you can treat your symptoms. Most commonly, we prescribe acetaminophen or ibuprofen. Those would be brand names Tylenol or Motrin, Advil. They treat fever, body aches and pains, some degree the sore throat as well. For sore throat, saltwater gargles, lozenges. You're going to need a lot of rest and a lot of fluids, especially with fevers that persist. The body burns up more water, so lots of fluid, and staying hydrated is important. The cough suppressants, guafenicin is a medication that's included in a lot of over-the-counter cough suppressants, which helps break up mucus so you can clear the chest a little better.
Sure, and those don't always do the job. So when should someone consider seeking medical help, would you say?
As I said, antibiotics do nothing, but there are some antivirals. What they do, short of killing the virus, they interrupt its replication, its reproduction within the body. So if we start those early, we can slow the process down. Maybe the illness will not be as intense or last as long, but the medication needs to start within the first 48 to 72 hours. So the people who need that population, older than 65, younger than 2, and those people with immune compromised illnesses or medications taken for illnesses that disrupt their immune system, people with heart disease and diabetes, and certainly with lung disease such as asthma or COPD, because they'll have a harder time breathing. The flu can trigger a exacerbation of their problems.
All right, I got it. Dr. Olson, thank you so much for taking the time for us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Insight, Superior Connections is hosting a community event next week. We'll have the details when we come back.
I'm managing a business and we have a lot of kids. First National's online banking makes it easier to keep everything together. We can do mobile check deposits and our recurring bills are just automatically withdrawn. Our son is getting ready to head to school, and with our accounts linked, we can easily transfer him funds and we can monitor his spending. The time that we spend together is most important to me. First National mobile app makes that happen. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Learn more at fnbimk.com.
As the world evolves, so do careers. And the number one question college students ask is, what's out there for me? NMU has programs for all 20 of the country's fastest growing career fields, including nursing, mechanical engineering, cybersecurity, climate control technology, and data science. Head north into a bright future at NMU.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year. Get this Ashley sofa for just $339. Get up to 60% off list during our huge President's Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. Get this reclining sofa for just $499. A Lazy Boy recliner for just $399. Get a Sealy Posturepedic mattress for just $799 with a free adjustable base. Pay no interest for up to 60 months on select purchases with approved credit. The huge President's Day sale at Slumberland. Absolutely the best time to buy.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before helping prevent migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible to help give that forget you get migraine feeling.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Ask your doctor about Qulipta to help prevent migraine.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Next weekend, a local recovery organization is hosting a free event for the community. Here with the details is Ashley Arowdy. And Ashley, good to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
All right, we got an event coming up next weekend. What's going on?
Yeah, so we are gearing up to host our first ever Recovery Connections Through Tubing event. That is a free to the community event. It's going to be hosted at the Alqual Tubing Hill. That's at 501 Poplar Street in Ishpeming there. So what's happening is on Saturday, February 7th from 12 to 5 p.m., the tube and lift will be operational and staffed and free for the community to come and enjoy, so bring your family and friends. We are super excited that Dylan from Rare Earth Goods Cafe in Ishpeming will be catering the event, so he's going to be working out some hot soups, some treats, and some hot cocoa for us to enjoy between our runs down the tubing hill as well.
Sounds good to me. Ashley, as far as the winter months, why are the winter months a great time to bring people together for an event like this?
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that addiction really thrives on its host feeling alone and withdrawn, and I think that we can all kind of relate to that in this cold weather season. So especially for people in early recovery, you know, we really need to create those safe spaces where they can kind of open up. And studies really show that 30% of SUD recurrences can be directly attributed to loneliness and isolation. So it's really important to be mindful of that and continue to have these recovery safe spaces.
Sure, and let's talk about your other programming as well. Tell us what other work you're involved in.
Yeah, absolutely. On top of the activities and events that we often come to talk about, some other things that we have going on are we operate 2 recovery residences for men, both in Marquette and in Ishpeming. We also have a transitional house, substance-free transitional house for men, and then another program that we run is our peer navigation program, and that's really peer recovery coaches out in the community working with participants on their recovery journey to make sure that they feel supported.
All right, gotcha. And just Ashley, as far as where people can go to find more information on not just these events, but the other services you provide, where can they go?
Yeah, they can check us out at www.superiorconnectionsrco.org, as well as on our Facebook and Instagram as well.
All right, let's go back to tubing next Saturday, actually. Is there anything else you think people should know before they show up at all?
Yeah, I think one thing would be is if anyone feels like coming out and helping to volunteer and make the event happen, they can check out our listing on youpersunited.com. That's the volunteer site that United Way helps put together for our community. And one other thing is just a reminder to say thank you to Superior Health Foundation. They really make these events and activities possible in the area. They have had unwavering support for making sure that recovery has a safe space to happen in our community.
Sure, all right. You mentioned opportunity to volunteer as well. What kind of duties would that entail?
Yeah, just making sure that everyone's having fun at the top of the hill. So you're responsible for the party, making sure we're all taking turns with the tubes, everyone's feeling connected and kind of included, and then also helping us in the lodge to make sure that that food and the hot cocoa stays fully stocked and ready for everyone to enjoy.
All right, gotcha. And how many volunteers are you thinking you might need?
We would love to see maybe even 3-4 volunteers throughout the afternoon, but we have it listed as a couple different shifts. So don't feel like you're going to come from 12 to 5 and be freezing the whole time. It's a couple hour-long shifts.
Gotcha. And it's probably still going to be a little cold, so still bundle up.
It is. We will have hot hands as well. So if you're,
perfect.
if you're running out of steam, we'll have some extra heat for you.
Excellent. All right. Ashley, good to see you again. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, Kevin.
Absolutely. And Mike Ludlum has your look at sports after the break. It's a showdown on the ice this weekend as Michigan Tech takes on league leader St. Thomas in a battle for the top spot. We'll have a preview after this.
New CBS March 4th.
This is a pursuit for greatness.
It is an arena, and we are gladiators. I'm going home.
Wow. There's strategy, suspense, sudden death.
Let's hope I don't mess this up, America.
And there's $1 million at stake.
America's Culinary Cup. New series CBS Wednesday, March 4th.
Hard Rock is a name built to last. Michigan knows something about that. The Hard Rock Bet Casino app, that's built on trust too. So what you see when you sign up is actually what you get.
Don't believe it. Try the app yourself. If you're not up after 24 hours playing slots, then you get up to $1,000 back to play again.
Plus, you get 200 bonus spins to play Huff and More Puff. Wins paid in cash. No catch.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
Download the Hard Rock Bet Casino app today.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right here on TV 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. It's a battle between first and second place in the Central Collegiate Hockey Association this weekend. Second place Michigan Tech visits league leader St. Thomas. The Tommies have 42 points, the Huskies 37. St. Thomas won both games in Houghton in late November, one in a shootout, the other in regulation. Huskies head coach Bill McCult says the Tommies have several players that must be watched.
Really like some of the players that they have up front, like Gaffney, Van Vliet, and Wallen. Last week they're down 4-1 and they just storm right back. It just shows you how dangerous and how much firepower they have, and how much we're going to have to check and how desperate we're going to have to be.
Face-off tonight and tomorrow night is set for 8:07 Eastern, 7:07 Central Time. Jerry McGinnis died yesterday. She was the widow of longtime Michigan Tech hockey head coach John McGinnis. Jerry was born in Erie, Pennsylvania, and moved to the Copper Country in 1956. She was inducted into the Michigan Tech Sports Hall of Fame in 2002. Jerry assisted with many athletic functions, including fundraising, hosting families, and setting up banquets. She served on the Huskies Club and Blue Line Club Board of Directors. She was also on the Hockey Advisory Council and active in the Hockey Educational Center fundraising drive and planning hockey reunions. Memorials may be made to the John and Jerry McGinnis Hockey Endowed Scholarship in care of the Michigan Tech Fund. Jerry McGinnis was 99 years old. The NMU Wildcats host Bemidji State this weekend. The Beavers are 0-9-2 in their last 11 games. Bemidji's last win came in November at home against the Wildcats. NMU head coach Dave Shayak knows Bemidji can turn their fortunes around at any time.
They're the wounded dog, and the wounded dogs can be dangerous. They're itching to get back on track because they had a good start, and they're a very good hockey team. And they played some tough teams, lost some close games, but they're a very good hockey team. Our approach is we got to play our best game, continue to get better. And getting better, what I mean by getting better, we got to become more consistent in how we play.
Face off tonight, 7:07, a 6:07 start tomorrow. NMU will auction its game-worn green shield sweaters during tonight's game. You must be at the game to bid. There will not be any online bidding available. Also, next Tuesday, the Wildcats will hold a fan favorite, Skate with the Cats, from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time at the Barrie Events Center. It was a big night for Patrick Kane of the Detroit Red Wings last night against Washington. In the second period, Kane picked up the secondary assist on a goal by Ben Sherratt to tie the score at 1. The assist gave Kane 1,375 points, the most by a United States-born player, passing Mike Badano. In the third period, Detroit's Alex DeBrincat scored 2 empty net goals to send the game into overtime, but Washington won the game in a shootout by the score of 4-3. In men's college basketball, third-ranked Michigan visits number 7 Michigan State tonight. The Wolverines lost twice to the Spartans by double digits last season. Michigan head coach Dusty May says it won't be an easy one on the road.
It's a game that means a lot for a number of reasons. Obviously, the rivalry, the fans, and then I think we're both capable of winning a Big Ten championship. So obviously a lot is on the line, and we've got to find a way to get on the road and play a little bit better and get over that hump.
I think I played them 55, 60 times, and sometimes it's been a rivalry and sometimes it hasn't. Sometimes on my part, sometimes on their part. It's you got 2 teams ranked in the top 7. That might be the best it's been in a lot of years.
Michigan, MSU, Nebraska, and Illinois are all tied for the Big Ten lead with 9-1 records. Tip-off is set for a little after 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Fox. And we will be right back.
Your home, your neighborhood, your mortgage partner. At Range Bank, we don't just help you buy a house, we help you find your place in the neighborhood. We're here to make the mortgage process easy, stress-free, and personal, because we know it's more than paperwork, it's your future. Come in today and let's start your journey from home buying to neighbor and neighbor to friend. Range Bank, your home, your neighborhood, your mortgage partner.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-990-3162.
Final check of your forecast as we kick off the weekend. There are some stubborn snowflakes hanging around the area, but they should clear out within the next few hours. And we're looking at some high temperatures finally back in the 20s. We'll get some sunshine. It'll feel like a really nice relief as we head through most of the weekend, slightly improving that even more for Sunday, upper 20s. And Groundhog Day is this Monday. We'll have a few flurries returning to the area by this time. Back in later tonight for the latest.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, Teal Lake has completely frozen over, meaning the Alqual Tube Slide opens for the season tomorrow. On weekends from noon until 5 p.m., the popular tube sledding spot will be open to the public. For $15, daily lift tickets can be purchased at the top of the hill, and at the bottom of the hill, the Teal Lake Lodge will be open to warm up. The city will perform regular snow maintenance on site, and in the event of sub-zero temperatures, the tube slide will remain closed. Reservations for special gatherings can be made by calling Ishpeming City Hall. That's all we have for right now, everyone. More headlines coming your way at 11:10 Central. We'll see you then.
Lilly Broadcasting stands with the people of Iran.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopel. The breaking news right now.